Hello everyone and welcome to our special edition of News Channel 2 on WKTV.com. Now, due to the funeral coverage of former President George H.W. Bush on both WKTV and CBS Utica, we have a quick rundown of some stories that we're following for you today. Today is day 3 of the Shoshone Hills trial. She's accused of stabbing her mother multiple times in their Humphrey Gardens apartment back in February of 2017. On the stand this morning, a Utica police officer who responded to the scene, he testified that he wore a body camera when responding to Humphrey Garden Apartments complex. He says dispatchers told him the suspect was on her way back to the complex. When Hills's car arrived, she got out and he placed her in handcuffs. Several other family members who were also there ran to the car as well. And when they learned Hills was a suspect, they began to be upset and asked her why she did it. A cousin asked Hills repeatedly if she had killed her mother for money. The video of the body-worn camera was played in court for the jurors today. Rachel Murphy is in court following this trial and live tweeting. She'll have a wrap-up on the Live at 5 News Hour on News Channel 2 at 6. The man who shot himself in the groin after fleeing the scene of a shooting earlier this year pled guilty to attempted murder in the second degree. 19-year-old Zachary Garcia Kenyon of Utica will be sentenced on February 5th. That shooting happened back in May on St. Vincent Street in Utica. Police say he shot himself in the groin after fleeing the scene of a shooting 20 minutes later on Young Place. The Oneida man, is facing charges for impersonating an officer. Madison County sheriffs tell us that 22-year-old Christopher J. DeFazio was allegedly involved in a road rage incident with another motorist back in October. So here's what they say happened. During the altercation, DeFazio was dressed in a security officer uniform and had a sheriff's hat displayed near his windshield. DeFazio shined a flashlight into the eyes of the motorist and told the motorist that he was a Madison County sheriff's deputy. DeFazio also talked into what appeared to be a police radio, pretending to call for police backup. After the incident, sheriffs say DeFazio called 911 to report the incident, and that's when law enforcement did an investigation and discovered he impersonated an officer. DeFazio was issued an appearance ticket, directing him to appear to the town of Sullivan Court. Also, an Oneida woman facing charges for trying to defraud the Madison County Department of Social Services to gain benefit of public assistance. Madison County sheriffs tell us that 45-year-old Christine Elagandor of Oneida filed an application for public assistance at the Madison County Department of Social Services, knowing that the information she provided was false. She failed to report that she was residing with her husband. She's charged with offering a false instrument for filing. Well, it looks like the battle between the city of Oneonta and the town of Oneonta over fire and ambulance services may be drawing to a close. The two sides have been trying to reach an agreement for quite a while now, and last night, the Common Council authorized the mayor to enter into a renewal intermunicipal agreement with the town for fire and ambulance services. That agreement is subject to review by the city attorney.
This is important for so many things, but for one, just protection against fire for the safety of the citizens. And then two, it creates more consistency and expectations of what you can, for economic development and confidence in the area.
The new contracts will take effect January 1st of next year and run through December 31st of the year 2023. By the way, the city of Oneonta has now approved its 2019 budget, and there's good news for taxpayers. No property tax increase. The $22.9 million budget originally included a 2% tax levy, but the council was able to reduce expenses without sacrificing any services, and they did so by removing $80,000 to replace an emergency generator at the public safety building. That money will instead come from the city's fund balance, and a $50,000 study of the needs at various city-owned facilities was also removed from the budget. The study is being referred to the Operations Planning and Evaluation Committee for further review. Voters overwhelmingly said yes last night to a nearly $17 million capital project in the Herkimer Central School District. That money will be used for infrastructure projects within the district. The final results, 152 voting yes, 41 says no. Capital project has been an issue for about 2 years now. The project will address major areas of concerns and allow school officials to make repairs in the elementary, junior, and senior high schools. School officials tell us that the project will not cause a tax increase. A majority of the money to fund the project will come from state aid and a small amount from the school district itself. Some of the improvements in the project include renovating the gym and fitness center and replacing the district's heating and cooling systems.
Our boilers are older and need to be replaced. We're going to move from 80% efficiency to 95% efficiency, so we'll get a big energy savings from the project, which will offset a lot of the cost. But we also have other upgrades that we will do that are important for us for educational reasons.
The project will be done in 2 phases. The first will address the interior upgrades, and that's expected to begin the summer of 2020. And then the second phase will be the exterior upgrades. The whole project should be finished by 2022, and now that it's approved, the district will begin soliciting bids for work on the project. Well, boxing fans around the world, the wait is almost over. The International Boxing Hall of Fame set to announce their class of 2019 today. Hall of Fame officials will make that announcement at 1 o'clock at the Boxing Hall of Fame in Canastota, all in anticipation of the big weekend set for June 6th through the 9th. It's the 30th anniversary induction weekend, so make sure you mark your calendars. Let's take a look at the forecast now for the rest of the day and for the rest of the week, for that matter. Here's meteorologist Jill Reel.